Welcome to the whimsical world of Mimi, a tiny bundle of mischief with eyes full of sparkle, a giggle that could melt glaciers, and a nose for trouble. She's only 2 years old, but oh dear, she's already a legend in her neighborhood. Today, Mimi is about to have the most magical and mischievous sun day of her life. It all began on a sunny morning. Mimi woke up with her hair tied in her signature top knot, her yellow jammies glowing in the sunlight, and her favorite pink bouncy ball in hand. She tiptoed past her snoring parents and whispered, "Mimi, go on, venture." But before she left her room, she noticed the family cat, Mr. Pudding, sleeping on her toy box. Mimi, with the stealth of a ninja, climbed up and gave Mr. Pudding a tiny boop on the nose. Squeak! And just like that, the adventure began. Mimi toddled into the kitchen. Her mission? Cookies. She dragged a chair, squeak, drag, thud, across the kitchen floor to reach the cookie jar. But instead of quietly taking one cookie, she knocked the whole jar over. Cookies flew like confetti. Instead of being scared, Mimi laughed. Rainy cookie? She started dancing in the cookie crumbs, making cookie angels on the floor. Outside, Mimi teamed up with her 2 partners in crime, her neighbor's dog Bobo and a squirrel she named Zippy. Together, they formed the Backyard Bandits. Their first mission? Digging for treasure. Mimi used her pink bouncy ball as a treasure detector. Every time it bounced and landed, she'd shout, "X marks the spot!" They ended up unearthing a buried shoe, an old spoon, and a garden. Gnome named George. Mimi gave George a flower crown. Now use Queen. Back inside, Mimi found the bubble machine. She turned it on and accidentally flipped it to max. Thousands of bubbles filled the living room. Mimi giggled as she chased them around. But then, oh no, a bubble floated right onto the stove and pop. The bubble made a mess of soap all over the floor. Mimi slipped, slid, and landed in a big foamy pile. She laughed so hard she snorted. Her mom peeked in and gasped, "Mimi, what happened here?" Mimi held up her bubble wand proudly. Magic! After the bubble disaster, Mimi decided it was time to hide. She crawled under the bed with Mr. Pudding, who was still annoyed from earlier. She whispered, "Shh, we hide from Mama." She brought her flashlight, some crayons, and a sock she believed was a hat. Under the bed, she drew pictures on the walls, on Mr. Pudding, who was not pleased, and even on her own tummy. When her dad finally found her, he had to crawl under too. "Mimi, what are you doing?" Mimi gave him a crayon. "We draw secret cave map." It was nap time, but Mimi had other plans. She built a giant pillow fort in the living room. Blankets, cushions, teddy bears, even a lampshade all became part of her grand pillow palace. Inside, Mimi declared herself Queen Bouncy Pants the First. She invited Bobo the dog and Zippy the squirrel, who popped in through the window, to her royal tea party. They used bottle caps as cups and jelly beans as royal snacks. The tea? Apple juice, of course. Royal, sticky apple juice. After all the mess, Mama decided Mimi needed a bath. But Mimi had other ideas. She turned bath time into a pirate adventure. This not bath. This is pirate ship. She wore a shower cap as a pirate hat, used a rubber duck as her loyal sailor, and declared war on the shampoo bottle. When Mama wasn't looking, Mimi threw bubbles overboard onto the floor and painted herself with foamy beards. Arr! Captain Mimi rules the seas! As the sun began to set, Mimi was finally tired. She curled up in her soft bed, hugging her bouncy ball like a teddy bear. Her room was glowing with star-shaped nightlights. Mama and Papa peeked in. "She's finally asleep," whispered Papa. But what a day she had! Mama smiled, and as Mimi dreamed, a soft sparkle appeared in her hair. A leftover bit of bubble. Magic? Or maybe just Mimi being Mimi. And so ends a day in the life of Mimi, the Queen of Giggles, Master of Mischief, and the tiniest tornado of love. Until tomorrow's next big adventure, good night, little star.